He already exists. The guy that you dream of, that cherishes you, loves you, wants to commit to you. So where is he? Let me show you how to align with him and manifest him into your life once and for all. I am back and I am married and I'm so happy, and I have been away for so long. I've missed you guys so much, but I have just been full on wedding planner mode for the last 6 months of my life. We just had our wedding a few weeks ago and we're both over the moon, and I am making this video today because I want to help all of you find the love of your life, because he is out there. And before I met my now husband, I did some manifesting and I know it worked. I don't know which method worked, so I'm not going to leave anything out. I'm going to share with you everything that I did right before he walked into my life. Before I start diving into the manifestation methods that I use, you need to understand this really important concept, because if I didn't understand this, I probably wouldn't be here today, married, and that's scary. When you meet the right person, it might look a little differently, and I'm going to explain that to you in a second. Do not go and look for sexual chemistry right off the bat. This very thing, this chemistry, the sparks, the thing that most women are looking for is the thing that keeps them single for the rest of their lives. I'm telling you, this is a trap. So many women go on these dates and they tell me, oh my God, he was so good to me. I know he loves me. He's crazy about me already. I can tell he wants to commit to me. And he talks about me to all of his friends. He takes me out to nice places. But I feel like he's just too friendly. And I cannot imagine myself having sex with him. Do you know how many times I've heard the same exact line in my life? If you are looking for the one, you need to let that go in the beginning. It's going to feel friendly at first. When a man really likes a woman and he is so crazy about her, he talks about her with all of his friends, he takes her to the nicest places, he's so respectful, he's very eager to please you, and what he wants to do, if he sees you as wife material, long-term material, he is not leading with his sexual energy, he's leading with love and getting to know you. He cares more about your comfort and making you feel good about yourself. And that's gonna look like a lot of friendliness and asking you a lot of questions. And when a guy who is just interested in, a quick thing, just trying to get to know your body and not your mind, you're gonna feel more sexual tension with him. You're going to feel more sparks because he is leading with lust. So you need to know the difference between love and lust, okay? When a guy is actually into you, it's going to take time for you to feel that sexual chemistry, and it's because he is not a dog in heat. So he might be a little bit nervous, he might be overly friendly, and you might get tempted to just friend zone him, but don't. You need to make this switch in your head if you are looking for your life partner. If you are sick of dating guys for a few months or even a few weeks at a time and then it just doesn't go anywhere, this is why. The switch that you need to make into your head is so important. You need to let go of that mentality of finding someone that makes you hot and excited right away, okay? Because if you feel that way right away, chances are this guy does not want to be with you long term. When I met my partner, I was not that attracted to him in the beginning, and he knew that. Why? Because he was too nervous, he was too friendly, and it just felt like a friend thing. To me, I just didn't see the sexual chemistry, but I knew what you guys are gonna know very soon, and I took my time with him, and eventually I saw the macho-ness, the manliness, the sexual chemistry, all of that I was looking for came. When a guy treats you right, he's crazy about you, he gives you the world, I promise you, love, sexual chemistry, all of that will follow soon. So yes, Women do need to think with their heads first when choosing a partner, because love is guaranteed to follow shortly after. The best advice I have ever been given is be with a guy that loves you more. And I'm sure you guys have probably already heard this advice before, but sometimes we need to hear it more than once. And when I was in the relationship, early days with Xander, actually before we were even in a relationship, I was just unsure if I should continue. I didn't want to waste his time or mine, of course. And I was having that same issue a lot of women have with the right good guy, which is I just didn't see myself moving in that direction with him. And then I spoke to my aunt, and she told me this advice that her mother gave her: be with a guy that loves you more. And if you do, you will live a beautiful life and you will have love. And that's exactly what happened to her, and it's what happened to me. She said that when she met my uncle, she was unsure, but she stayed because of the way he treated her and how he made her feel like a princess. And she said now in the marriage, she's the one who's crazy about him and chasing him. So you just never know. And if I haven't been taught what I'm trying to teach you guys now, I might quite literally have missed the love of my life. My good friend just fell for this trap, this chemistry blindness trap, we'll call it. So she started dating this guy named Nate. We'll call him Nate. Nate really liked my friend. He had liked her for like 2 years. They have been in the same friend group, and everybody knows that Nate is crazy about her. And he had taken her to nice places, hung out with her many times, put her on a pedestal, all the things a girl wants from a guy that we like, right? But she just felt like it was too friendly. He was just so respectful and kind, and she was like, he hasn't really made a move on me yet, and I can't imagine if he would. It's just too friendly for me. I just see him as a friend. And she let it go. Then this new guy comes along. We'll call him Jake. Now, Jake was very cool. He was nonchalant. He was mysterious and fun, and showed her that he had feelings for her, but he kept her on her toes. And do you want to guess what happens next? She caught feelings, he didn't, and then soon after he ended it because it was just getting a little too serious for him. She was sad, but what happens next was even more sad. She realized that Nate was actually a catch. Why? What made her finally see that? Him moving on. Nate had also moved on after months and months of nothing, and seeing her seeing other people, he decided to get into a relationship with a new girl. And now my friend has to watch him treat another girl like a princess. She now sees the sexy macho side of him totally come out now that he's in a relationship with someone. And she's living with so much regret. And I obviously don't want this to happen to you guys. So I'm hoping by now, I think you get it. And I hope you realize that the right guy, the good guy, he might just be a slow burner for you, and you'll keep giving him a chance. So now, how to manifest the one. Step 1, get crystal clear. You cannot be confused. You have to know exactly what you want, and it has to be so clear, so specific. I want a guy that acts like this. I want a guy that makes me feel like this. He does this for me, that for me, this for me. He doesn't do this or that or this. And you know it religiously, so that when this person comes into your life, you know if he is him or not. Then you will need to become an energetic match. That means if you're telling the universe, I want a man that adores me, he prioritizes me, he never leaves me guessing, and then the guy you're seeing puts you in second place. You only hear from him twice a week, really late at night. He hits you up last minute for plans. You're sending the universe mixed signals. You're showing yourself and the universe that you don't deserve better and that you're comfortable here. you're not serious about manifesting the one, you're more serious about a guy that doesn't really care about you that much. And you have just failed the test, and you are no longer an energetic match, and that man will not come into your life. You'll be stuck in the same reality loop if you say you want this, but then you take that. So please be aware of this. If you start dating someone that you like and you are really attracted to him, but he's not treating you the way that you asked the universe for him to treat you, then you are being tested, and you need to stay focused on the man that you want and walk away. You have to find that strength and just wait for the real one. Otherwise, if you start dating the wrong guys again, then you're gonna get stuck in the same old reality loop, and your manifestation will never be able to come to fruition. Finding your forever person is no joke. And you need to trust yourself, you need to trust God, the universe, and trust your ability to be able to manifest anything you want in this lifetime. I knew exactly the kind of man I wanted, and before I met my husband, when men would approach me, I could smell the energy right away. And I was like, nope, no thank you, no thank you. Or I'd even have to date someone and go on 2 or 3 dates to realize I like this person, and I actually did like someone, but I just knew he wasn't him, and I let them go. You have to be willing to stick to your guns and say no and walk away from someone. As hard as it might be, you have to be strong enough to do that, and that's how you will pass the test, and that's how he will come into your life. Staying on that energetic vibration also looks a little bit like letting go of some people in your life that might not respect or value men. If you are friends with women that are like man haters and they talk crap about men all the time and saying, oh, men are all lousy, all men cheat, all men are untrustworthy, that is not going to get you anywhere near your future husband. I will tell you that, because you become your environment. So if you're dating a guy who respects you, but you're in your head about, oh, well, he's not really trustworthy, then you need to like detox immediately. Whether that's getting off social media. I know there's a lot of accounts on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok that talk really poorly about men. You need a detox from that. You need a detox from those girlfriends that do it. And you also need to not hang out with girls that are sleeping around and putting themselves out there for just one night stands. You need to find women that are feminine and love being a woman and love being taken care of and respect their men and are just on that same energetic vibration, because the man that's going to treat you like a princess is going to expect you to treat him like a king. So again, it's about being on that same energetic vibration, and you need to be there mentally and physically too with what you surround yourself. Girls like that, I call them man haters. They will distort your mind with limiting beliefs and keep your energy stagnant, and you will not be able to manifest and bring the good one into your life because you're surrounded by toxic people and toxic thoughts. You have to protect yourself. This is like the evil eye, right? I don't necessarily believe in evil eye, but I believe in negative energy, and I believe that that puts you in a very stagnant place where you cannot manifest and go to the next level. When I met my husband, I started noticing a friend of mine was not very happy for me, and she started saying a few negative comments, and right away, when I realized that he was potentially the one, I pushed her away a little bit. And looking back, I'm glad I did, because of where I'm at and where she is at. So we have to do these things sometimes in life. When you are going into another energetic field, you're going to lose people. Some people are going to fall off that are not aligned with you anymore. I did a lot of lunar manifesting. I spoke to a spiritual guide, and this person told me how powerful the moon is for women. Women are so connected to the moon. We have our period cycles, which are very similar cycles to the moon, and there's a lot of energy and power in the moon. So when you are meditating or manifesting or basically praying, why not do that in front of the moon? And it doesn't have to be a full moon. I would spend so many nights leading up to when I met him outside looking at the moon and the stars, and I would talk to the moon. Thank you for bringing him into my life. I know he's near. I can't wait to meet him. I would feel everything I would say with intention. I'm very excited. I can't wait for him to make me feel like this. I can't wait for us to go on this date. I cannot wait for us to experience marriage. These are things that I did every night with the moon, and the connection to the moon was so strong. And how you speak to the moon is different. It's going to look differently for everyone, but just find that relationship and connection with her because it is powerful. Praying is powerful. I also use crystals when meditating. When I'd go outside and talk to the moon, I would bring rose quartz, which is good for your heart chakra, which is going to open you up, and amethyst, which is good for your third eye, and it will help you with manifesting and bringing it into real life, into the 3D world. So I would also supplement my lunar manifesting with my crystals, and at the same time the moon does charge your crystals and make them more strong and connected. I literally wrote him into existence. The power of journaling should be studied more. I wrote everything about him, all of his characteristics, his morals, not so much his like physical attributes, maybe just like the basic ones, but when I tell you guys, I literally have the same person that I wrote down on paper. It's unbelievable how when you put something on writing, how it just comes to life. It's honestly incredible. And I would talk about him like he was here. I described him, personality traits, his morals, his character, how he made me feel. Again, all those things, I'd put it down on paper. And the best time to do that is first thing in the morning or right before bed. If I didn't do it that morning, I would talk about him and what he's like and how he made me feel. And it was just so much more powerful in a way that it helped me really envision him and feel him. You really want to use all your senses when you're visualizing and manifesting. So how he makes you feel, how he smells, you need to use every single part of your sensual being. Another thing I did was use the law of assumption. I use this method a lot, which basically means you're bringing the desires into reality as if it's already here. And I pretended like he was already here. I would buy new lingerie as if we were going on our honeymoon next week. I bought bathing suits for our vacations, new outfits for our dates. I'd go have regular bikini waxes, and I would just feel like he was around the corner and he was already in my life. Also, right before bed, I would always feel him around me. I would like feel him cuddling me. I would just go to sleep saying in my head, I call my soulmate to me. This is what a powerful spiritual guide once told me to do also. And my God, I think that worked because a month later, that's when he showed up. Another interesting thing that I was taught, this was taught by a shaman actually, who told my friend this when she was doing a retreat in Costa Rica, that women are very powerful, creative beings, especially in our sacral areas because we create life. So we were taught to manifest with the energy of our sacral and root chakra. And basically what it means is when you are manifesting, if you're meditating or whatever it is you're doing, journaling, and you want to hold the thought of this person that you're bringing into your life, use your sacral energy. Just imagine and feel the warmth down there and hold it for 17 seconds because apparently that's the amount of time you need to manifest something. And yeah, the universe works in mysterious ways, but I tried this a few times and only a month later he showed up. So who knows if that worked, but I think anything that can supplement your manifestation powers a little bit more, why not try it? And if you can't envision heat or warmth in your body, if you're not connecting that way, you can also do Kegels, is what I was told, while you're thinking and visualizing this person. And that's really it. Lastly, just do not, whatever you do, be desperate and be obsessed about this. You have to like detach, right? This is very important. Everybody who knows anything about manifesting is you put the energy out there, but then you release. You release control, you surrender, you trust in the process, you believe that it's coming. Just do the work, do what we just talked about, have the right mentality, and trust that he will come to you. He's around the corner and he is your person and he will always be yours no matter what. Love you guys so much and I'm so happy to be back. And if you guys want to see some pictures and photos of the wedding, you can go on my Instagram. I'll link it down below. I haven't gotten my professional shots. I might have them by the time I post this video. I don't know, but I will be posting a lot more. For now, I'm sure I have a highlight reel on my Instagram, so you guys can see this special day. I love you so much. Please subscribe, like this video, comment down below what you think or what you guys want me to talk about next.